Ladies and gentlemen, and friends beyond the binary, please welcome to the ring your LPW Challenge Champion, Zoe Sager.
Dashes out, the grain maker is in. Claire Pacheco, welcome to the broadcast position as we welcome the new LPW Challenge Champion, Zoe Sager, to the ring with Reid Matthews in tow.
First off, thank you very much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Happy New Year to us! On Sunday, we walked into the largest arena in Alberta and walked out victorious, just like we promised.
When you're right, you're right.
I went all last year showing each and every one of you that it doesn't matter who stands in front of me. I will stop at nothing to prove that I am the top, that I am on another level, that I am the intangible here in LPW. Hell, I'm the intangible in all of wrestling, full stop.
That's right.
Now, shut up. Before I address our opponents tonight, I have some words for my opponent tomorrow.
Don't look too far ahead.
Bert Vixen, this is not a video game. This is not one of your fantasy worlds where you can play player one and feel safe. This is real life. And you will be facing the real life intangible tomorrow, and that means there is nowhere for you to hide. And I will not hesitate to knee your head off your shoulders if that's what it takes for me to win.
And while Zoe easily takes care of Bert Vixen, I will easily take care of Eli Surge. One second, I'm not done. I don't need your applause. See, I'm going to make it nice and simple, Eli. You can believe all your quirky conspiracies, but tomorrow night, you're going to believe me, the thickness, Reid Matthews, as you lay on this canvas and watch that my hand gets raised, because I ping you 1, 2, 3. Now you can clap, idiots. But tonight, we have our opponents who will come out shortly, Reid Rogers and Wolfboy Mantla, who are only going to act as a reminder to all of you that we are intangible violence, and this year is our year. I didn't say clap, idiots.
The intangible violence, I mean, what a great name for this team. I always thought of them as the hustle and the
Currently
muscle.
in the ring, the intangible Zoe Sager and the thickness, Reid Matthews. Their opponents.
Reid Matthews and Zoe Sager with choice words for their opponents tomorrow night at LPW 22. But the task at hand, Reid Rogers about to make his way past the threshold. And Spencer said there were no dogs here tonight, but there is a Wolfboy, Mantla, teaming up with Reid Rogers.
Making their way to the ring from Pacheco, Northwest Territories, and Edmonton, Alberta, at a combined weight of 343 pounds, Wolfboy Mantla and Reid Rogers.
Wolfboy sporting that brand new t-shirt. I suggest you all head over to the merch table and pick up one of those bad boys.
The Wolfpack is in full effect here at the Rec Room tonight.
Jared Rogers taking part in that triple threat match Sunday. Coming up short, but gaining some valuable experience in a big building in front of the big crowd. Will Mantla starting it off with your LPW Challenge champion, Zoe Sager. Collar and elbow in the middle of the ring. Zoe with that experience advantage, that confidence advantage, but Wolfboy, every time we see him come out here, we see him get a little bit better, a little more technical, a little hungrier, and I think the future is bright for this young man.
Rogers and Wolfboy are a team you can't take lightly. I mean, every time they step in the ring, they get a little bit better, a little bit more experience, and Rogers has shown he can surprise you.
Come on, Zoe.
Zoe looking to counter and escape that hammerlock, takes one of her own into that waistlock. Will Mantla trying to break that grip, goes behind into one of his own. Still to come, 2 big title matches, including the first defense of that Championship of Salvation, Stephen Crow.
Ooh, that was a stiff shot.
And a take on T.Y. Jackson, who has back-to-back title matches. He'll be involved in that scramble match tomorrow night. Nice leapfrog from the champ. Will Mantla rolling through into the arm drag. Nicely done.
The quickness that Wolfboy shows here is on another level.
Springing off that middle rope, but another arm drag sends Zoe almost outside the ring. Northern Light suplex with the bridge.
Trying to wrap things up early there, Wolfboy.
Stay calm, Zoe.
There's the tag and the so-called wily veteran Jared Rogers. A little bit of tandem offense. Reid Matthews having none of that. Removing Wolfboy from the equation. Zoe almost stealing one.
Now, Zoe and Jared, they have their history. I mean, Zoe was Jared's first match here.
That is absolutely correct. There's the tag. Reid Matthews now legal, and he's going to go to work on Jared Rogers. He was victorious in the aforementioned triple threat match last Sunday. Rogers able to go behind. Easily breaking the grip is Reid Matthews. But again, going behind, showing that dexterity, that athleticism. We caught him.
Stiff shots, though.
Things are about to get seismic here at the Rec Room. Jared Rogers able to counter, wanted no part of it, into that lung blower. Staggering into the corner. Sager making that tag, but caught that kick right to the ear.
Rogers and Wolfboy are really trying to use their quickness. I mean, intangible violence, they have the experience here, but...
Nice double clothesline. This team turning a lot of heads early on. Perhaps maybe Sager and Reid Matthews looking too much ahead to tomorrow night in their big matches.
They were calling their shots in the interview beforehand, and I mean, all it takes is looking a little bit too far ahead to throw you completely off the task at hand.
Wolfboy fired up, was going to spring off that middle rope, got caught by Reid Matthews and heaved halfway across the ring. Tag from Zoe. And now Reid Matthews licking his chops, looking to get his paws or his boots on Wolfboy.
You got that mark, brother, huh?
Wolfboy's in for a world of hurt here.
Man, just dropped a bomb. That's an ignorant cover, if you will.
Yeah, this is professional wrestling. You have to treat your opponents with a little bit of respect.
Reid Matthews and Zoe Sager are not exactly overflowing with respect for anyone, but you can't argue the results. Backing Mantla into the corner, bouncing his skull off that top turnbuckle. Oh, man. We're going clubbering, as the late, great Dusty Rhodes used to say. Still to come, the Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw. The opportunity of a lifetime and a shot at the LPW Grand Championship.
That's a huge opportunity for the Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw.
The MRB called him a loser, thinks it's going to be an easy night.
You can't take anyone lightly. Doesn't matter for the ring announcer. The Canadian Goose, he's a veteran. He's been in the ring before.
He's been in the ring and here in Alberta for years.
Don't take him long.
And speaking of clubber and Zoe Sager raining down upon the Wolfboy, he needs to get out of that corner in a hurry. Man.
If he doesn't get out of there soon, it's going to be over very fast.
Picking up Mantla by his ear. Snap-maring him over.
Like, Zoe is just toying with him right now.
Hard kick right between the shoulder blades. Hooking that far leg. Mantla out of 2.
There's a lot of fight left in that wolf.
He needs to get out of that ring. He needs to get the fresh man in a hurry. He knows it, looking to his partner, and Sager wisely positioning herself between Mantla and Jared Rogers and backing him back into their corner, right into enemy territory. And the time is ticking away on Wolfboy Will Mantla. Tag to Reid Matthews.
Wolfboy's got to get out of there. Rogers is chomping at the bit to get back into the ring. Wolfboy has to make his way over there.
Reid Matthews putting the bad mouth on Will Mantla, trying to fight back, but caught. Big forearm. I think those couple of shots might have just pissed Reid off.
Time to put the dog toy away.
Oh.
But he's looking for that blue thunder. Wolfboy able to try to elbow his way to freedom. Reid gonna try for take 2.
Counters it again.
Landing on his feet. Enziguri on target. It might be now or never for Mantla to get to that corner.
The crowd's trying to get him fired up. The wily veteran's he's reaching. There we go.
Tag to Rogers. Reid Matthews able to make the tag as well. Nice clothesline on the champ. He dispatched Reid to the floor as well. Evening the playing field, at least for the time being.
Fired up with a huge kip up. He's going to town.
Springing off that middle rope into the DDT. Going for that cover.
I'm glad that the Jared Rogers fan section has all reconvened after Mars went in and took them all out.
They rebuilt, they retooled, and they're back. Nice roll through, but Rogers able to counter, controlling of that arm and swinging in that neck breaker. Gonna go for the pin again. This time,
He breaks that one
the
up.
thickness in to make the save for his partner.
Reid is just having his way with him right now.
Again, Reid, I think, looking for that blue thunder bomb, dumped him into the corner. I believe Mantla made the tag, but Reid doesn't know.
That's a smart little play there by Wolfboy.
Yep. Will Mantla, now the legal man, charging the ropes. Into that tornado DDT.
Lands him head first.
Zoe and Reid back on their heels temporarily. Sager fired in that dropkick. That vertical suplex turning the tide back in their favor.
This is really where the experience of Reid has always got to come into play. Taking advantage of Wolfboy and Jared Rogers.
Zoe's starting to look a little frustrated. Jared Rogers out on that staging area. You can see him favoring that shoulder, perhaps an injury. Wolfboy might have to go it alone.
It's like running into a brick wall there.
Combination Uranagi into the knees. And that might be all she wrote for the Wolfboy. Will Mantla, the victim of some tandem offense.
The vicious Reid Matthews and the intangible Zoe Sager.
Intangible violence looking good going into a pair of big matches tomorrow night at LPW 22.
They're really hoping to keep the winning streak go.
They had some stern words for their opponents, and they backed them up. Intangible Violence victorious